Welcome to Unsolved Historical Mysteries. The Disappearance of the Roanoke Colony. Uncovering the shocking truth behind the mass vanishing. The story of the Roanoke Colony begins in 1585, when Sir Walter Raleigh organized an expedition to establish England's first permanent settlement in the New World, located on the coast of modern-day North Carolina. The colony aimed to secure a foothold for English expansion. However, from the start, the settlers faced significant challenges. The harsh environment, food shortages, and strained relations with the local Native American tribes made survival difficult. After 1 year, many of the first settlers, mostly men, abandoned the colony and returned to England. In 1587, a second group, led by John White, arrived with a more diverse group of settlers, including women and children. White, an artist and friend of Raleigh, sought to create a stable community, but supplies quickly ran low again. In desperation, White returned to England for aid, leaving his family and the colonists behind. Unfortunately, England's conflict with Spain, including the Spanish Armada, delayed White's return for nearly 3 years. When he finally made it back to Roanoke in 1590, he found the settlement abandoned. No sign of the colonists remained, except for the word CROATOAN carved into a post and the letter CRO on a nearby tree. What happened to these settlers during White's absence is a question that has puzzled historians for centuries. But to fully understand this mystery, we must look deeper into the political and cultural forces at play during that era. When John White returned to Roanoke in 1590, he was prepared to reunite with his family and the settlers he had left behind 3 years earlier. But what he found was something far more unsettling. The entire colony was deserted. Buildings stood empty, and there was no sign of a struggle or battle. It was as if the settlers had vanished without a trace. The most puzzling clue was the word CROATOAN carved into a wooden post, with the letter CRO etched on a nearby tree. White had instructed the colonists to leave a sign if they relocated, especially if they were in danger. This carving suggested they might have moved to CROATOAN Island, located about 50 miles south of Roanoke. White wanted to search for them, but storms and a lack of resources forced him to abandon the mission. The colonists were never found, and the mystery of their disappearance has only deepened with time. What makes the Roanoke disappearance so perplexing is the lack of physical evidence. There were no bodies, no signs of a battle, and no clear explanation of why or how they vanished. The story of the lost colony has baffled historians for centuries, giving rise to numerous theories about what truly happened to the settlers. Over the centuries, many theories have emerged to explain the fate of the lost Roanoke colonists. One of the most popular ideas is that the settlers integrated with the local Native American tribes, particularly the CROATOAN people. This theory suggests that, facing starvation and isolation, the colonists may have sought refuge with friendly tribes, eventually becoming part of their communities. Another widely considered possibility is that the settlers attempted to relocate inland to find better resources or safety. Some believe they moved further into the wilderness, but succumbed to the harsh environment, diseases, or conflicts with other tribes. This theory points to the colonists being scattered or dying off without leaving any trace behind. A more ominous theory is that the colonists were wiped out by external forces, possibly the Spanish. At the time, Spain was a rival colonial power in the region, and some suggest that Spanish forces might have attacked Roanoke to eliminate the English presence. However, there is no solid evidence to support this claim. Each of these theories offers a potential explanation, yet none has been conclusively proven. The mystery of Roanoke continues to capture the imagination, as no single theory fully explains the disappearance of an entire community. In recent years, new evidence has emerged that may shed light on the Roanoke mystery. One of the most intriguing discoveries involves a map created by John White himself. In 2012, researchers examined the map using modern technology and found what appeared to be a hidden symbol beneath a patch. This symbol suggested a possible fort or settlement location further inland, raising the possibility that the colonists moved away from Roanoke Island. Additionally, archaeological digs in and around the Roanoke area have uncovered artifacts that may be linked to the missing colonists, items such as pottery, tools, and weaponry. Some of English origin have been found on nearby islands and inland sites. These findings suggest that small groups of settlers may have survived and scattered to different locations. One of the most exciting developments in the search for answers is the use of modern DNA testing. Researchers are investigating whether descendants of local Native American tribes might carry traces of English ancestry, which could provide crucial evidence that the colonists integrated with indigenous peoples. While these tests are ongoing, they offer hope of solving one of America's oldest unsolved mysteries. Each new discovery brings us closer to the truth, but the complete story of what happened to the Roanoke colonists remains elusive. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony is more than just an unsolved historical mystery. It's a cautionary tale about the risks and challenges faced by early explorers and settlers. The colonists of Roanoke ventured into an unfamiliar land with limited resources and little understanding of the environment or the people they would encounter. Their disappearance highlights the vulnerability of early colonial efforts and the unpredictable nature of survival in the New World. This event also serves as a reminder of the complex relationships between European settlers and Native American tribes. The interactions between these groups were often marked by both cooperation and conflict. While some theories suggest that the settlers may have integrated with local tribes, others highlight the possibility of misunderstandings or hostilities that could have contributed to the colony's demise. The Roanoke mystery has also had a lasting impact on American culture, fueling interest in unsolved mysteries and the unknown. It has inspired countless stories, from historical research to fiction, keeping the legacy of the lost colony alive. As we continue to uncover new evidence and explore the possibilities, the Roanoke colony serves as a symbol of the limits of human knowledge and the enduring allure of the unexplained. In many ways, the story of Roanoke reflects the human desire to push boundaries, to explore the unknown, and to seek answers, even when they seem out of reach. And while the fate of the Roanoke colonists remains uncertain, their story continues to captivate and remind us of the dangers and mysteries that shaped the course of history. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.